God, God, God. We'll start off with some Craig facts. Did you know in 1853, the University of Michigan was the first college to allow a black person, a black man, to become a physician? A guy by the name of Samuel Coles Watson in 1853. Keep in mind, slavery was legal. And this black man became a doctor. I think that's really dope, man.
What was the time frame? What was it? From 1853. That's 1853.
1853.
And you know the shit that the this is going through in the 1900s? like hey, God man, damn.
This dude just slept with my mother and my grandmother, and I can't do nothing about it. He's
hey, but what if he was like the Nat Turner get back? A physician's like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this need a liver, nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and put a pig testicle in his body.
I'm studying the body so I can botch surgery on white people once I'm licensed. See, ain't nobody white gonna make it through none of their heart attacks if I'm the physician.
I want to know who was the first white person to be like, all right, you're cool.
Who was the first white person to hate black people and then have to have a black doctor do surgery on them?
Man,
you know,
like man. you gotta be probably the poor white person that like you barely like a white. Like you barely white, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I bet you he tried to fight off the anesthesia. Like nah. I know this only doctor y'all got, but I'm not going to sleep. I don't want to.
I don't want this working on me.
He wake up like, oh man, my knee's better, but nah, man, re-injured. I don't want no colored fixing on me. I don't want no colored touching on me. I don't want no colored healing me. Could you imagine that? I mean, dying and being a racist white person and waking up in heaven and God is black.
That is funny. That's like an automatic.
That's got to be the worst.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right, damn.
He said, Lord Janier. Oh, Lord Janier. Lord is a I got to get back to Mississippi. God, I don't want to be here.
Damn. That's hilarious.
Jim, I heard the devil was white.
right. Blue-eyed devil.
It'll be in heaven till I'm moving to hell. You don't hate black people that much. You just hate people be hating black people because it don't be no black people around.
Hey, that's what I think it is. It's understanding. Like, and I understood that when I was working as a custodian. Yeah. The police used to always try to get me to be a cop. I was like, nah, I'm good. But they tried to get me to. They was like, look, you understand the neighborhood, so if you work in the neighborhood, man, we have less killings, which I understand though,
right?
Because it's like a lot of these that grew up in the valley, they get these movies and this rap music that they not really able to hear on their own time without their parents, telling them anything. You know, when they try to hide the mixtape, try to hide gangster rap like that. So they come down, become police officers, and a lot of them treat us wrong in the hood because they're not able to relate to us.
And imagine being a rapper during slavery and you got bars, but can't nobody understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because is in the field speaking broken English. So if you're a rapper, you got to command to the King's English or the so you just spitting bars, but they just going over everybody's head. Just
that slavery freestyle battle.
I mean, what do you think is the coldest bar? What do you think is the coldest bar ever spit in the history of hip hop?
What do you say? This on the Yayo had got me one time. I ain't gonna lie. It said, the in the hood don't want to see me famous. They rather see my moms make funeral arrangements.
Okay, that's crazy. Now say that same line like a slave.
These white people in the hood don't want to see me famous.
This doesn't sound like a Jamaican. These bees don't want to see me populous, bosses. They rather see me back there with Bessie in the cemetery.
He said he sound Jamaican.
But I'm saying the correlation I'm trying to make, rest in peace to all slaves, is that two people could be black and have two different life experiences.
Yeah.
And life experience is so important. I could be saying something profound to you.
Right.
But if we haven't walked a similar path, it's just gonna go over your head.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the cold thing about being a man or a woman in life is like you got to be so connected to what's right that messages that you aren't supposed to understand you can grab onto. Because there's certain ways where can talk who've been through some in front of you that they could talk and it could be life-changing conversation going on and you won't have no idea.
No, that's real.
Oh, yeah.
You won't have no idea. You feel what I'm saying?
No.
You ever given somebody some real game and you could tell they don't know it, like they don't get it?
Yeah, definitely, bro. I get tired of wasting my time because I try to like it's be like, for instance, like my situation, bro. Like, you know, I got a business called Plan A Radio.
Right.
So I try to even give affiliates opportunity to make money with me.
Right.
You know, I'm not just a person. I don't need all the money. If you sell a package from my radio station, you'll get $20. Not just that. You'll have a residual income if your customer keep coming to you. You know what I mean? So,
you make it and let me borrow it from you. That's how most people think.
no, facts.
You gonna make the 100 and just give me 20 of it, and that's what I want you to do the work. Type people. Yeah.
Like, so it's just like, man, like when you come out with somebody that's a hustler, you can't really come out with no excuses, especially if they're giving you an opportunity to make money or get it out the mud just like them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like niggas make solutions.
It's not an opportunity for them though. It's a you to do for me.
Right.
I'm looking for a you to do for me, not an opportunity. A you to do for me.
Real.
I need you to do for me what I should be doing for myself.
Exactly.
That should be a medicine the doctor prescribes to people who expect other people to do they can't do for themselves. You to do for Breen. You to do for me.
This comes from the
I
book
do for
of
me, you to do for me.
Hey man, I'm about to prescribe this dummy some you to do for me. Because in order for me to be successful, you got to let me borrow $20 every day. You got to. You ever meet that type of person? You got to know. You got to.
He said, "Why I got to do? Cause you my man." On some baby boy shit.
How come you didn't tell me? But you should have told me. But how come you didn't tell me that? What do you mean? When you did it, you didn't ask me if you could do it.
Right.
Then there's that.
You just did it and it didn't work out. Now you want some you to do for me? You ain't getting it from my doctor.
At all.
Because my doctor only prescribes I can do for self. I can do for self.
Yeah,
That's a pill that's too big to fit down some of you throats. Pause. You can do for self. Because you'd rather be on you can do for me.
Facts. See, that's why, like, for me, like, I keep people around me that take initiative, man. Because when you keep people...
Why they stealing?
Huh?
You said they take initiative. Why are they stealing?
Oh, you stupid. Why they stealing?
No, but yeah, you only people who have initiative.
Yeah,
I'm with
you
that.
got to, bro, because if you don't, bro, when in a place of business, they get to a comfortable spot to think that you owe them something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not that, like, for me, bro, I don't have a 9-to-5. I'm not saying that I'm the most richest person or anything, but at the end of the day, when somebody can provide opportunity, man, maybe you need to open your eyes and actually go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you're already at the bottom.
Right.
And you see somebody doing it, you know? And I feel like you got to design your life, you know? Like every morning that you wake up, I feel like you design if your future is gonna be better. You know what I mean?
And grab that bottle of I Can Do For Me and take that. Take a couple pills out that bottle of I Can Do For Me because you can do for you.
Yep.
You can do for you. Let's chant it. You can do for you. You can do for you. You can do for you. Man, take a glass of water. Make sure you eat a solid meal before you swallow it, because if not, it'll upset your stomach.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can
definitely.
do for you, or I can do for me is, it might make you tired. You might be tired sometimes.
Facts.
The side effects are loss of bullshit people in your life.
Facts.
You may lose a little couple bullshit people.
And excuses.
And excuses. You may fall out with a punk bitch. It may happen. It's a side effect on the bottle of I Can Do For Me.
You did.
You know what I'm saying?
So please take carefully.
Some family members may start to hate you. It's a side effect on the bottle. Read the bottle of I Can Do For Me. I'm telling you right now, that's a side effect.
The dream killers.
Your ex-girl may to your friends. It's a side effect of I can do for me. You got to remember, when you're getting healthy, sometimes people want you to stay sick.
You did.
So when they see you healthy, they try to re-sick you, if that's a word. It's like a dog attacking you for a second time. They re-sick you.
And this is what I like about Samuel Coles Watson. Just like they said, do for me, he did for him.
He did for him.
You know what I mean? He went against the grain when people just got out of slavery, you know, and he didn't make no excuses, you know. And he also discovered that he was the first black physician that was enlisted in school, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was the first. He initially went to a school called Oberlin College in Cleveland, but they didn't have a medical program. Mm-hmm. So he said, you know what? I'm going to leave my comfortability because he was at the top of his class at Oberlin, and I'm going to go to Michigan.
Facts. And imagine
he went to Michigan.
And imagine all the because you know, like, even like I talk to black firefighters, black like, you know, doctors, black everything, you know, firefighters, cops, all kind of shit. Even in today's time, racism still exists, you know what I mean? And just imagine he had to go through, you know what I mean, just to go ahead and do for him.
Right.
You dig? For instance, like, I remember my cousin, he said, man, when you high in ranking at like one of these places, like, you know, like a firefighter, you know you the
right.
You know, they gonna let you know that you're still the don't give a what position you in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just imagine those times, 1,000 years prior and some change. Like that dude right there, he had to probably go.
1,000 years.
You mean a couple hundred years?
Yeah, my bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, in the 1800s.
There was American slaves in Rome.
Nigga.
Actually, Caesar and George Jefferson. He just conflated. Caesar and George Jefferson. Everybody knows that they was homosexual. So what happened was they started a college because at the time there was a Roman American thespian, okay, and he was chili dogging all of the Roman police staff at the castle.
Are you talking about Shakespeare Jones?
I'm talking about Shakespearean Cecil.
What?
He was the first gumbo in Rome. His name was Shakespearean Cecil. He was actually Sicilian, hence the name Cecil from Sicily. Cecil from Sicily, hence the name. When nigga some in history, they all hence the name. The etymology is this: Cecil, ceasing in Sicily.
With the hand gestures.
Cecil, sassafras, get over on you. Sassafras, Cecil or sassafras. What is the root word of sassafras and Cecil? Symmetrics. It's all math, brother.
That's funny as Name it to algebra. Show your work.
Equals sesame seed. See, this is where hamburgers derive from. Sesame seed Cecil of Sicily had a symmetrical shaver that he cut bread with.
What?
Hence sandwiches. Niggas be on shit, man.
Facts.
But one day
it's like, man, you could told me his name in 2 seconds.
Yeah. How did he get here? Okay, what do we eat? Oxtails. Oxtails. What is this? This is an oxen, which is a cousin to a cow. Cecil lived in Oxen, Rome.
And he kept talking about oxymoron.
An oxymoron. What do the stars say? Look at the stars. Astronomer. What is astronomer? That was the street Cecil lived on in Rome. All the is connected and intertwined at a metaphysical level, brother.
6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees. And but what they don't know is this: hemoglobin. What does that mean?
Watch this.
What street was Cecil living on in Rome? Okay, what crossed the major street? Sassafras, Guatemalas. What is that? Cousins to Mexicans. What is a Mexican? A mixture, brother. Cecil was a mixture of Guatemalan, Mexican, and black. He was a bi-racial baby.
What?
Yeah, that's the sense making. God.
Niggas be
God. Hey, man, another exceptional person. 1891, Stanford University accepted their first black student into the school. His name was Ernest Johnson. Ernest was admitted the same year the school was founded. So Stanford was progressive from the start.
Another interesting fact, bro. Ernest Johnson, bro. He had a third grade reading level?
Well, no, it was actually his father.
His father.
His father had a third grade education, but was considered a high level intellectual because he was an expert on Shakespeare.
See, that's what I like right there. Like that goes back to where I think Albert Einstein says you can't judge a fish by how high he could climb a wall. Because, you know, you could be an expert in something else. It may not be math. It may not be English. It might be finances.
Right. Now, Beverly Johnson, his mother, when Ernest was in grade school, opted not to allow her son to go to a black school, but forced him to accept him at a white school. So he got a education with middle class white people at the time of his, during his childhood.
I wonder how was that as a mom, you know what I'm saying, knowing like what she probably went through in her, in her heyday, you know what I mean, and dealing with the racism, knowing that her son is probably going to get the best education, but at the same time go through the mental stresses, or, you know what I'm saying, even being fought. So I think it's that was strong of her.
Yeah, I respect it. Hey, he initially applied to Berkeley. So he's supposed to go to Cal Berkeley, which is Stanford's rival. And then he met someone, a friend who actually was an abolitionist and a graduate of Stanford. And the abolitionist convinced the president of Stanford at the time to let Ernest into the school. So he opted out of going to Cal Berkeley and went to Stanford.
That's interesting.
Yep.
So he had two options right there.
Here's why you got to enjoy your life and do what you want, because he did this in 1895. He graduated from Stanford in 1895. Then he was accepted into Stanford Law in 1895. Did all his schooling, but died from tuberculosis in 1898.
Damn.
So he didn't really even get to reap the fruits of his labor, but he definitely got the gratification you're looking for if you're trying to do anything great, by being able to prove to yourself that you can do it.
Hey, one thing I got from this too, man, he paved the way for a lot of other black lawyers, like for instance, one we all know, Johnny Cochran. That's the first lawyer that came off in my head when I hear that.
Even if you did it, he'll spin it.
Yeah, for real. If the glove don't,
and they catch you with a tank, he gonna get you off. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
Man.
Master P on that fucker.
Yeah, Johnny was cold. What was the worst experience for racism? Or what was your worst experience with racism?
Bro, the worst experience, bro. So, I do the music reviews, right?
Right.
So me doing the music reviews, I'm entertaining, as me saying the word, like, yo, that's just how we talk, you know what I'm saying? Without being racist or, me having any kind of backdraft, that's just the community we grew up in. So, I do this artist, I do her review, she's a white woman. So she comes to Inglewood. And when she comes to Inglewood, the studio in Inglewood, I come down there, I support, because, y'all been paying me money, you know what I'm saying, to support your, you know what I'm saying, play your music and that to support the platform. I was doing it for $5. So what happened was, while I was there, the first thing, so she was, the girl was in there performing. She was doing her song, at the show in Inglewood. While I was out, while she was performing, her mom was outside waiting for her to get off stage or whatever. So I walk up and she said, "Hey, what's going on, DJ Show?" Mom's a white lady. She said, "How you doing?" I said, "What's going on? How you doing today?" She said, "I love your show." She said, "Oh my God, I love the way you say on your show all the time. Me and my husband counted on our hands every time." I said, "What?" I was like, "Yo, show." I was like, so I didn't know how to react to that.
Right.
Any other was like, "Oh, word." Hey, tell him what you told me. You know what I'm saying? It's a room full of black people, but she kind of took me to the cut, and it wasn't really it was just caught me off guard. So,
and this is one of your customers.
Yeah. So that's one of my customers. So my girl, she pulled her to the side, like my jaw dropped because I've never witnessed anything like that before. So she grabs her, she's like, "Hey, yo, hey, never say that word again." You know what I'm saying? Because that could have went totally left for you, and that's very disrespectful. So I recently had a conversation with her. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
And she was like, I guess she felt like, because obviously if you saying that, if your mom's saying that, it's like, yo, it's probably the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So now I'm kind of cautious on you because you in the world of hip hop doing songs with black people, and black artists like that. What are y'all saying behind closed doors? You know what I mean? And she was like, she didn't mean no offense about it. I'm like, look, listen, I'm pretty sure your mom's a very smart woman.
She gotta have black baby though, right?
Nah.
Oh, the girl is white.
White, bro.
Where they from?
The Bay. You feel me?
Yeah,
and so I'm like, bro, the Black Panther went out there. Come on, like, stop playing.
Black Panther?
But she not playing.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I'm like, you did that. She was like, yo, she didn't mean no offense by it.
She met all the offense.
All the offense, bro. I'm like, come on, we not. I was like, your mom is not 3. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that be crazy if she was?
Yeah, come on now.
Baby got a teenager.
Bro.
Oh my God.
How does a 3-year-old have a teenager?
On some don't be a minute. hey, Dad, you know you can't go over this party. You got to be 18 and older. But nah, man, it just shocked me, bro, because it just took me for a spin. It's like, yo, I play your daughter music all the time. And first of all, you in this culture they call hip hop. Right. You know what I'm saying? And how dare you go ahead and be disrespectful by even addressing on. And you didn't even tell me nothing else you liked about the show, but the fact that I said, right. You know what I mean? You make us laugh. You make me and my husband laugh. We count on our hands how many times you said, I said, what? Like, yo. Like, bro, that like really like blew my mind when I heard that, man. Because I've never, like, you remember when you said when somebody offend you with a smile? I think something you said like that. That was one of those things. It's like you like, bro.
Yeah, I've been through like that. Oh, you ever been around somebody like this trying to set me up for a jack?
Yeah.
And they say shit, and you be like, could a really think I'm that stupid?
Man.
Like, why would you ask me? Like, what?
Yep.
You trying to line me up, nigga?
Yep.
That's what that rate. The only thing worse than that is racism. I mean, that's the only thing worse than racism.
Man.
That's crazy.
When you feel little kids trying to line you up is funny because little kids is obvious.
Nah, facts.
Try to, how you been, Uncle? when you hear the ice cream truck, how you been, Uncle? You know what I mean?
Facts.
I like that. But when last time you had a female try to line you up?
A female try to line me.
You trying to put me? Yo, you trying to put me in the trick bag?
Oh nah, it wasn't really a lineup, but it was like an unawareness. So it was one time, bro. I was like off of Western and 82nd. Like me, I'm a square, so I don't at that time I really don't know like this hood is that hood, this hood is that hood. Bro, I don't be in the streets. So I go over to her house, and when I go over her house, it's this big ass gate. And I met her off the internet. It was this tag back in the day. Right. So when I pull up or whatever, right, I can't see the steps, I can't see the house, but it's like one of them alley gates. Yeah. But it's on the main, it's on the side street, but it's like
grass on the gate?
Nah, it wasn't no glass. It was just like
grass on the gate.
Oh no grass on the gate. Okay. It was like one of them metal gates. You know what I'm saying? So when she pulled it back, man, it was a stair full of man. I'm talking about Mel Gibson pack. You feel me?
She was trying
like it was a whole lot. So man, I pulled up and when I pulled up, I'm like, damn. And by the time I pulled up, it wasn't no backing out, bro, because she was already closing the gate. So I'm like, damn. So what I did to avoid everything, I don't look familiar because I'm not in the streets. Right. But I gave every handshake, like, hey, how you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Friendly
like, yeah, hell yeah, you got to be friendly, man. Like in situations like that, you just got to know how to move, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I've never really like been in a situation where like.
Any that denies the truth is trying to line you up.
Yeah, nah, facts.
They trying to line you up.
Facts.
Male, female, anybody denying the truth is trying to keep you in the dark.
Yep.
On something.
I remember one of the homies from 7th grade, man. Name was Keyron, man. Yeah, I'm gonna say your name.
Wow.
So we gonna say it then. Keyron. How you spell it? Keyron. Keyron.
Okay.
So
his mama had him down at the Home Depot in the key section, and they said, we got to find a way to commemorate this section. His granddaddy's name is Ron. Keyron. It makes all the sense in the world. Keyron. Middle name House. House Key.
Nigga Cosby. But yeah, man.
I don't know. Go ahead.
So we go to the weed shop, right? I'm like, my ID at this time. So I'm like, left the house or something. I was like, yo, give me an edible. I know they going for $5. You know, I get 10. I know they going for $5.
Right.
This nigga extra edible and tell me they went up on the prices.
Oh,
Can't trust no like this, man. I stay away from like that, bro. Like if they gonna take commission off of something you hooked them up on,
yeah. Charge you for your own
man.
like you really try to charge you for your own
Nigga crazy, bro.
Yeah, but shout out again to what was this brother's name? Ernest Johnson.
Ernest Johnson, yep. Shout out to him, black man.
Because of you, is still going to school. You started this in California. You started this. You started that gang.
And this fucking thing.
Thanks you get. I'm the first person to mention your name in weeks. I know they say down at Stanford, but I'm saying you in front of a large audience. There's thousands of people on caffeine right now, Ernest. Your spirit should be happy than the because of you doing surgeries. Now that's dope when something you did. Imagine if something you did today impacted somebody's life 150 years from now.
Man, facts.
Wouldn't you be happy?
Hell yeah.
To have your name mentioned on a Mars podcast?
Nah, real shit.
In fucking 25? 26?
That'd be lit. I could see that happening. Like you gotta understand, it's a nigga that right outside right now that who was that? Raymond Washington nigga invented the Crip Walk.
Right.
Like that shit.
I thought he invented the Crips. He invented the Crip Walk.
It was
too?
one of them niggas around that time that invented the Crip Walk.
Right.
Now they didn't remix it. My nigga, that's something that's gonna live on forever.
Like
that's what I'm focused on.
Wait, hold on. The first thing you think about of being a mark on history is nigga that created the Crip Walk.
Yeah, but that's legendary.
I'm about to smear off his lip gloss.
Shamar Moore was
Shamar Moore.
I was doing the Crip Walk. Oh, he clowning. I should have smeared off his lip gloss.
Now, no, Shamar Moore wasn't gangbanging.
That's hilarious.
That was an easy win for him.
Yeah.
That's like me making a diss record about Pauly Shore. What Pauly gonna do?
That's hilarious. So what happened was, you seen what happened though, right?
Who could you make a diss record about that you knew wouldn't say shit? Like you win that battle immediately, a star.
A star?
Like if you just got to dissing him, they would hear the record like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna do it.
Who could I? Anybody.
Anybody.
I think anybody can't fuck with me.
Oh,
so who would you diss?
Who would I, nigga, anybody, nigga, what did he say? What did the outlet say? I went from a bad boy to anybody killer?
Right. So you'd diss anybody?
Anybody.
With somebody else's lyrics.
You diss anybody?
Anybody. I go.
Will you diss Shirley Caesar?
Yep.
Oh.
I did. No, you know what I did?
What?
Nigga, why not?
Will you diss?
Nigga, I did Shirley Temple. Nigga.
Rest in peace.
Nah, yeah, but nah.
You say you diss anybody.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like hip hop is a sport, man. You know what I'm saying? See, that's one of the things, bro. I feel like that's one thing I wanted to talk about too. How hip hop back in the day, it was just a sport, my nigga.
You diss Suge Knight?
What I did Suge Knight?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I? If I had a problem with Suge Knight, nigga, why wouldn't I? If I had a problem with a nigga. But I feel like Suge Knight is very, I feel like he's a smart guy. Like as far as, nigga had a multi-million-dollar business at 30, bro.
Yeah, I mean.
Like 18 mil, nigga, at 30, that's crazy.
Would that be his advantage over you?
What is what?
Would that be his advantage over you?
What be an advantage of?
Like his experience.
He's not a rapper. Like what you talking about? He's not a rapper though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say you diss anybody.
Anybody. But it's not I rather focus on my music though.
Okay.
Yeah, I rather say I could do it.
Who you think might get you in a battle?
Who might get me?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with me, man.
Todd.
What about Ink?
Ink, yeah, she probably got it. She got me. I can't fuck with her.
Imagine being in a couple, you and your girl both can rap, and when y'all beef, y'all just make diss songs about each other. Well, bitch, you should have cleaned the room on time and had my food ready and shut your mouth and gave me some, hey.
Hey, that'd be hilarious. We might have to, that might have to be our therapy sessions. That seemed like it might be therapeutic, man.
Somebody said Talib Kweli needs a good diss track. What did Talib Kweli do now? So if you and your wife was going at it because y'all about to be married soon, would you put out a record about her? If she dissed you, would you diss her back?
Would I diss her back? You stupid, serious?
The nigga is not gonna do it.
Well, me dissing I ain't about to do all that shit, man. If it was out of fun, hell yeah. If we agreed to it, like, you know what I'm saying, that's therapeutic.
What if your wife had to battle you to prevent you from divorcing her? Like, what if she had to beat you in a battle?
Battle Royale.
Niggas' bars would be crazy.
Nigga, hey, that'd be funny, nigga. You got a battle in front of a judge, nigga, and shit like that. They gotta have a scorecard like Freestyle Friday, nigga.
3 rounds.
3 rounds, nigga.
She have her homies, you had your homies.
That's hilarious, nigga. You got them hyping you up. Cause nigga, you ain't shit. Ooh.
What about the time? It'll be a lot of that. Well, what about when you just blaming each other for stuff?
That shit is funny.
You should have to battle your man to keep him, ladies. God. Elite-brained human in 1888.
That's dope as hell.
Robert Robinson Taylor.
And this is before all the AI and internet and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
This is when you actually had to do the math. You had to write the remainder. You had to fraction it out. You had to show your work across a scroll. And all the pens had feathers on the back of them. When this nigga was in college, pens had feathers on the back of them, and everybody wrote in cursive. Cursive was the AI.
Man.
Imagine living at a time when cursive was artificial. Motherfuckers thought the Holy Ghost was in a nigga's hand. When they seen him writing in cursive. Holy Ghost in his hand. This nigga has specific Holy Ghost in his hands. He's writing in cursive with a feather on the back of his pen. A feathered pen.
That's hilarious.
That was status.
That was that.
Then right now, if a nigga will start writing in front of you with a pen that had a feather on the back, you would be impressed a little bit.
It's like, nigga, how? Like, nigga, what? You went out your way to pass up 16 CVS's, nigga, to go get you a bird, nigga, with a
pen with a. This nigga got a $100 pen.
Right.
Yeah, any pen with a feather on it got to be at least a note.
Nigga, that's the Bentley of pens right there, nigga.
Feathered pens. I don't know how the fuck we got here.
Oh, no, because you was talking about how this nigga was up here writing in class and shit.
He was writing in class.
Like, no, that's some real shit you have to think about, man.
Yeah, but here's a deeper thing. This brother was so smart. What's his name again? Robert Robinson Taylor was so smart that fuck graduating and getting a job. That nigga was so smart, he graduated and started his own college. How the fuck you so smart you can sell the shit you just learned? I know all this shit. I think niggas want to buy it. I bought it. How come niggas don't graduate from college and start colleges?
That nigga started.
Does that make sense?
Nah, that definitely do. It's like, hold up, man. These motherfuckers taught me. I could teach these motherfuckers to teach other motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
Learn how to make lemonade. And
I took
you
to
get
teaching
stand
well.
The same day.
Right.
What'd you say?
I said it's just like learning how to make lemonade. Get your stand the same day.
Same day.
We can go outside. Fuck that.
Motherfucker taught me. I should be able to teach. Bam. I'm starting to college.
Nah, fact.
You should just be able to start a college just off top.
But he wasn't selfish. He didn't name it after himself. At least he's not an architect.
Well, he was hired as the architect at Booker T. My bad. He didn't start the college.
But he built the motherfucker.
He built it.
Yeah, look, for that nigga to have one, that nigga had to build it. You feel what I'm saying?
He's like the real dad that took care of his kids and then died when the kid was like 15. Then the mother married a new nigga like a year later.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And she already know what to do because the other nigga that died taught her.
Yeah.
I don't know why I brought that scenario.
Damn, that's crazy.
Wow.
I lost what the fuck I was.
Wow.
Did that make sense?
It made perfect sense, my nigga.
That happens.
It does. Well, wow. Shit's crazy. All I got to say is shit's crazy. You know it's going bad when you say shit's crazy.
Yeah, fine.
I don't know. I just shit's crazy.
What's up, y'all? Got a new series dropping. SOS. Stand Up on the Spot. It's the only freestyle comedy hour done with the participation and questions of audience members. Please purchase your pre-sale tickets and get access to those specials. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God.
Trendsetter, pacemaker, changed my heart.
did everything in tools, then built my ark. Cause I've been old, childish alchemist, cause I've been gold. A lot of rebounding like Robin on the sparks, and I've been told great men do it cause they've been through it with the right bin bow. I judge ya on what happens when I'm done. Will she raise soldier when he raise gun? Or will he get exposure and D-Wade's son? We fought it out, bad tenant, her dad did it, gave notice and got it out. Now I walk in belief and travel without a doubt. I'm tougher than I used to be, though I fight less. Less about right, more righteousness. A might with the might to light distress, cause I'm different. We going up, 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 until we up, 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 up. Now look at us, 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 us. We going up, 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 going up, 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 until we up, 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 up. I'm with Cube on this. What's in it for us? Walk Rosa off the bus and park her in a plus. Rolls Royce, ask my nigga Boyce. It's better when we up, cause black is not Irish, can't depend on luck. We have no friends, cause friends don't fuck each other out of ends and end up stuck trying to fit in when the end is us. Looking for a win when the wind blew dust. Wanna know how they feel? Recorded Clippers owner. Can racism heal? Just ask my nigga Donor. More power to the loners. Banks won't do it, so loan yourself time when you go through it. To the other side, the covers off my brother's eyes. A plaintiff in the suicide. We settle for this, you and I doing our thing. If the mouth don't open, then the voice can't sing. We going up, 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 until we up, 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 up. Now look at us, 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 us. We going up, 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 going up, 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 until we up, 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 up.
You know, sometimes in life, people could pay people to beef with you. Like I think the job market pays black women to beef with black men. I think the job market pays black women to beef with black men because most black women make more than the men at work.
True.
So how many brothers do you know in happy relationships where the woman makes more money than the man? In the comments.
Oh, Cardi B and not Cardi B. What's that lady name? ASAP Rocky and
Rihanna.
You think ASAP is happy? He's dressing like his woman. She makes so much more bread than him that he has to dress like her to be with her.
I mean, he got 2 kids now. He didn't have kids before.
Right.
He wasn't tripping. I mean, now he got.
She got in hetero fertilization. They put his eggs in her. He's a bitch. She make more money. He's the bitch. ASAP bitches should be his new name.
Well, can I bring
He
up
didn't fuck her to get her pregnant. He got in hetero fertilization. That's when they put 2 dookie balls in her ovary.
That's wild.
And grew babies in them.
Test tube, baby.
Hey, Kevin Federline was up too.
They paid him to beef his girl to beef with him?
You remember that nigga came up on child support and shit.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
But remember his girl's making more than him, both of them.
Right.
Hey, wasn't he with Shar Jackson?
Yeah, Shar Jackson and Britney Spears.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was. Shar was his baby mama before. You haven't heard his name in a while. He's been living high on the hog, being a single father.
Really. Salute to the dads.
And he's in the best possible scenario. His baby mama is rich and lost her fucking mind.
Right.
Cha-ching. Gonna get all that.
Cha-ching.
He getting all that. She's unfit.
Yeah.
All he got to do is go to court and say, this bitch is crazy.
He had a scheme. That
Everything.
You know what? It ain't working. My background dancing ain't working.
Yeah, right. These knees.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Let me act like a nigga and fuck a white bitch's mind up. That's why she went crazy. She's never seen a white man pull off this nigga shit so successfully. I mean, Federline, he's the greatest actor in the world.
He was.
He even practiced on a black woman before he got to her.
Exactly.
What's the chick's name? Shar?
Shar Jackson.
That was all school for him. He was studying.
And then once
his major was Negro sex studies. If you're a white boy and you can have sex with a white woman like a black man would, she gonna go crazy like Britney.
Exactly. And once he locked in, he stopped working out. Now he just wears wife beaters and sweatsuits all the time. Fat.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Negro sex studies.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man, Federline. But what I'm saying is, I feel like society pays women to turn on men, and men don't know it. Your woman cannot respect you if she's out providing you.
Yeah, 100. What you think about? I don't know if you talked about it, but the Gabrielle Union and D Wade.
Oh, now Gabrielle Union talking about she going broke because D Wade only makes her pay 50% of the bills. If you don't sit your goof ass down,
What kind
you
of
ain't
bill?
supposed to be telling your business publicly like that. That's her way of trying to embarrass him, like she's doing his son, and put pressure on him to do what she wants him to do.
100.
She better make another movie. Shit, stop playing.
For real.
She's embarrassing the son and the father. What you
But-
how you
and the Holy
telling
Spirit.
people our personal finances?
But my thing is that's when you know, like, D Wade had to have made what 200 mil when he was playing,
At least
The house
like,
is like on the
what-
water or some shit.
more than that though.
and she made what maybe 50, 60 off her movie.
Nigga, she made 80 grand in her career. She been making $10,000 a year since. Dude, let's not act like she was a major. I mean, she always been beautiful, but we putting a lot on Gabrielle. D Wade is our age exactly. I know why you fuck with Gabrielle, because when we was coming up, that was one of the dope chicks.
Right.
He could have did way better.
I think she took him down a whole nother path.
She's a dark skinned Jada Pinkett.
She to me, she's prettier than Jada Pinkett.
No, I'm talking about attitude wise. She punked Will and she punked
That's crazy.
D Wade.
Damn,
Is that-
he's worth 170 million.
He make her eat his ass, and she paying half the bills.
What?
What about Gabrielle?
Where you get this information? Show.
You didn't hear her talk about it?
Yeah, back in the day, that D Wade said that.
She worth 40 mil. Yeah, that money going.
Why would you agree to have? Why she knew the job.
What
was
you
changing,
mean
so
you
she
going broke? You worth 40.
Ass eater.
What about your first husband is a nigga going broke? The A Train. Remember the A Train played for Michigan?
Yes.
That was her first husband.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at what happened to her first husband. Google his net worth. You worth 40. Let's see what the A Train is worth. One of my favorite running backs in the history of college football.
Hey, it better not be 10,000.
I don't know.
A-Train.
No, you got to put in A-Train's net worth.
I put Gabrielle the first husband.
Okay, dude.
Damn, see, you don't even know that nigga by first name. That's how you
That's
know you
Chris
doing
Howard right
bad.
there. Chris Howard right there.
Right, yeah, 6 million.
In 2017.
2017, 6 million. Oh, shit.
She worth 40. The A Train is worth 6, and he taught her everything he know. He taught her everything she know. That's why D Wade wouldn't grab her from him. They played big bank, take little bank. That's what Gabrielle and women like that do. They play big bank, take little bank, and if you got the big bank, you could take her from whoever got her, long as your bank bigger than who she's with.
Oh, it just went down to 3.
See, every day Chris loses money. I'm sorry, Chris.
Refresh it again. Refresh it one more time.
You the one broke the bitch
You gonna
in.
say 100,000 there?
Nigga,
It
taxes-
did. It went down to 1.5.
Oh, man. It's getting worse every day, Chris.
Damn, that was 5 days ago, nigga. That nigga.
Why, Chris?
Nigga, the IRS is on his ass, nigga.
Why is D Wade saving these hoes, Chris?
That nigga like, I got to sell everything, nigga.
Everything. Everything must go.
You just got to pay me to take my woman off my hands. D Wade should have paid for that. You know what I'm saying? If you take my woman from me, you at least got to give me everything I spent on her, and then you can have her from that day forward.
Right.
Take on my burdens too.
We turned all the weaves back. All the extensions.
We have like a dick diary or something.
She'll be back up. Ain't she supposed to be in Bad Boys 4?
Well, she gonna go right back up then.
Gabrielle.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not act like she's not a star. I'll just get disappointed in her just her disdain for black masculinity.
Yeah.
It's like you hate us.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hate us.
The nigga you hate. Ninja you hate.
What you got for us, show?
Man, so beef, man. What do you say? Beef is when you need two guests to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So look, that was a quote from Biggie. But look, so Lil Durk, man, he just said in the tweet, he said these labels up here trying to pay me to beef with other artists. He was like, I'm not doing that. Basically, I'm too authentic. You know what I mean? What do you say? I'm gonna read. Labels try to pay me to beef. I just can't fake it. I'm different and I'm unpredictable.
Shout out to Dirk for having some
Integrity,
That's some,
But that's he come from that real street background, like the real GD background, right? Or is it BDs?
I don't know.
one of them, but I mean, yeah, OTF I think is
OTF.
I think
Yeah.
I'm 63rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like with that, man, I feel like dude be having a whole lot of problems as it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
To get in this entertainment shit, to feel like another nigga homie could off you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, bro, it's kind of crazy how I feel like the record labels was actually putting money into these things, and if you realize, if you do your research, they made billions of dollars or probably millions or billions of dollars of an artist beefing.
Yeah.
Because they said that's just the easiest way for promotion for artists to get their music out there.
Right.
Now, when you do that, these are the pros and cons. I feel like some of the pros is, people want to be nosy, so they're going to go back and check out all the whole history, the resume, what happened. Like, how did this start? You know what I mean? Now, the cons of that, and your career might go up or it might just be momentarily.
Right.
But I feel like the cons is, man, you got to watch your back, my nigga. You don't know who taking this shit serious, who faking the phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people take this rap shit serious, and they don't know when this shit is, like, for play.
Right.
You know what
That's
I mean?
like that. Remember Quando Rondo?
Yeah, exactly. His homeboy got clapped.
And he said he didn't want to be part of the Crips no more. It was just too much.
Right.
That's
Same type of
crazy.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Everybody
Oh, he quit the Crips? You can't
he
do
quit.
that.
He quit.
You
He
can't
got on
do
there and
that,
said
Quando.
he don't know
You
nothing
can't just
about
quit cripping.
like
you
them
quit
cats coming
cripping?
from different cities, talking about 60s and Crenshaw, and he got out here and some niggas, rest in peace to his boy, but they got him right there.
Like La Cienega or something?
Yeah, right down there, San Vicente area over there.
I see it.
Like close to Hollywood, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
And he got on things like, I'm done with this life. I don't want to be no Crip no more.
see the
And
thing?
move.
Huh?
You got to move. You can't be in LA.
Nah, the thing is, he did move, and when he did move, he just went and used that same energy he had from another state. But 60s out here is one of the biggest, gangs out there.
Yeah, well,
bro.
you run into
So,
the gangs.
That ain't no gang. That's a small nation. I feel like the 60s could go to war with Guatemala. They got I don't care where you go. You're gonna meet somebody from 60s, you're gonna meet somebody from Hoover. It's Hoover. It's just certain gangs that practice gang colonialism at a high level.
Right. Nah, facts. And it was just that, he went from the subdivision to come to the main, the Mecca. You know
that's
what I
stupid.
mean?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like you could have quit when you was on your way out here. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that fake.
That's like being, you don't want to be Muslim, but you're going to move to Mecca.
Mecca. Exactly.
Yeah, facts.
Brother,
Fake
please.
beef.
You feel me? So, and we know a lot of hip hop artists. I feel like back in the 80s and early 90s, it was like kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? People would basically do it off of skill. Who got the best bars? LL Cool J, Kumo D, and all of them niggas when they used to go ahead, get on stage, beef, and they'll go home to their families. You know what I mean? Nowadays, bro, this beef shit has got out of hand. I'm gonna tell you like that. Like Chicago, for instance, Lil Durk, he already. They already say him and Von and some FBG Duck and all that other, documentaries is out. I don't even feel like a lot of these niggas is rappers. These niggas is killers that just adapted to the music. You know what I mean?
Music,
To diss a nigga, they just murked, bro.
Yeah.
They're not even doing it for the sport. They would just want to get their words out. The streets here, nigga. That's crazy how they use hip hop. You don't see no other artists like, rock and roll.
Put that up, Sarah, what I just sent you. Go ahead.
You don't see no other artists, Slide, like rock and roll, Lenny Kravitz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
You don't see no rock.
Speaking of diss tracks,
Right.
do you know this has been going on in America since 1754? The first diss song ever released was Yankee Doodle.
Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony. Stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, pick it up. Yankee Doodle, dandy. Yankee Doodle, picked it up.
George, look, Dr. Richardson Shuckenberg was dissing George Washington and the colonial Yankee troops when he wrote this.
That nigga had
During the
bars.
American Revolutionary War. The song was sung by British troops to mock the colonial troops with whom they served during the French and Indian War. By 1781, the song was used by Americans as an anthem of national pride. So they took a diss song and made it they shit.
Say what,
That's like Biggie's song. That's like Biggie's kids make it saying, "I Hit Him Up" is my favorite song. I hit him up. First of all, fuck dad and the bitch he claimed.
Craig, real talk. Looking at this list right here, nigga, that Yankee Doodle must have stood the test of time. Nigga, it took 100 years.
What do you mean 100 years?
Look,
for the next
Nigga, this is almost
No,
almost
but look.
300 years ago.
for the next diss record was 100 years later.
Oh, 100 years later. Oh, okay.
That must have stood the test of time, my nigga. That's the greatest diss of all time. It lasted 100 years, my nigga.
Hey, what if this was
that's real spill.
hey, what if this was Tupac just coming back reincarnated every time just to diss a nigga?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Another diss song, 1863, Union Dixon. Daniel Decatur Emmett wrote this. It was a diss at the Confederate States of America. This is American Civil War beef.
I hear whistling Dixie.
Yep. Parody of the minstrel song Dixie that extolled the supposed virtues of the South, including slavery. The parody, believed to have been a spread by the Union soldiers, instead mocks the South. Sarah, you're going to have to do the reading. Fuck that.
Hey, nigga, look, another damn near 100 years, nigga. Next song was dropped.
1938, Lagoda Fria by Emiliano Zaleta.
Hey, man.
Emiliano Zaleta towards Lorenzo Morales.
That's a Spaniard E40.
Es muy porquito,
Like these.
Maricón. What does that say? Zuleta Max Morales in the lyrics of the, what is it?
Zuleta mocks Morales in the lyrics for fleeing from an accordion challenge. What? The song became a standard and is one of the best known in Vallenato repertoire.
And nigga challenged him to an accordion off.
Nah, I ain't ready. I'm not ready. My accordion ain't working.
My shit ain't tuned, motherfucker. I'm just saying, you gonna have to tune me. I was just off the tune. You got me. Give me a couple days.
That's hilarious.
I got a hole in my pump.
Give me 3 days.
Let me type my shit up.
Let me sell these 2 satchels of potatoes and I'm gonna get back in.
Oh my God.
What's the next one?
It wasn't God who made Honky Tonk Angel.
1952, 14 years later.
God damn.
Kitty Wells dissing Hank Thompson.
Oh, this is country beef.
Oh, there we go.
Hank Thompson song The Wild Side of Life. The song says that contrary to Hank Thompson's view on women in his song, The Wild Side of Life, men are often at fault for adultery.
Wow.
That was, man shaming, women versus man,
We had 2 in 1971.
1970.
Oh, this is a hot year here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
1970 and 71. These are hot years here, buddy.
Oh, that's Paul McCartney's response.
And 72. And 72. So it started out first with Happy Family by King Crimson.
He dissed the Beatles.
Dissing the Beatles.
And they responded with the breakup.
The song is about the breakup of the Beatles in 1970 due to differing circumstances and direction and beliefs. Then you got Paul McCartney dropped his song, Too Many People. That's pretty much dissing John Lennon and pretty much dissing Yoko Ono and for the breakup. But then in 71, John Lennon came back with How Do You Sleep, nigga?
Nigga, how you diss me and sleep at night? This is bad. Now I just want to know how's your circadian rhythm? Is it
I think came back with that. How do you sleep?
Nah, that was supposed to be how do you want it, nigga.
How do you sleep?
How do you sleep at night? How do you? Has there ever?
Fucking with a rock band now, for real.
Come on, Paul. Yeah, come on.
Hey, John Lennon was getting dissed.
Hey, on everything.
He was an asshole.
We're gonna skip to 72. So Steely Dan, only a fool would say that, was dissing John Lennon. I guess he was talking about Paul. This song he was dissing Paul. Then damn, another song. Paul McCartney came back in 1976.
These Beatles were aggressive lads, weren't they? They fought, frazzled with people.
Hey,
Thug motherfuckers.
silly love songs, man. Paul McCartney and the Wings dissing John Lennon.
That's hilarious.
Oh wow, I think that's why Michael. You know,
Hey, 4 times dissed the Jackson 5.
Did they?
Your Afro not picked out.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Hey, they personal, nigga. Only a fool would say that back in the 70s. That was some shit,
The national
nigga. You say
anthem.
that.
The national anthem ain't on here. The national anthem is a diss to every other country. We are better. We are greater. We have.
Oh, yeah.
True.
There was shit happening and we survived it. That's what the national anthem is.
And we got Braves. Y'all ain't got none.
So what are you talking about? It's greater than America. Do you realize that the land of the free and the home of the brave is one of the coldest lyrics ever written on
Bars.
one of the coldest lyrics ever.
Bars.
But anyway.
Anyway,
God.
Hey, you guys, welcome to the RDL, Roast Domino League. All you have to do is click the link below, sign up, and be in our next tournament.
But Craig, how can they get into your tournament?
All they have to do is click the link below, sign up, and you can be in the next tournament. Hey, get out that backyard. Stop playing against family. Team up and show us you're the best.
But Craig, can I play against you and all of your hilarious, famous friends?
Of course you can. All you have to do is click the link below and sign up. If you got game, we want to see it. If I owe you something, get it from God. God. What's going on, y'all? Guess what? I have a network. It's called The Comedy Press. It's where comedians give their take on the world while doing stand-up. We also have a bunch of different podcasts on the network. All you have to do is download the Caffeine app and subscribe to The Comedy Press. Just click that link below. God.
The chill never with us. That's a thing. I promise you. It's niggas all around me. A few of them lifeguards that probably wanna drown me, but watch me swim. I bet on misses. Not that I gamble on shambles, but we know bitches. Yeah, we know bitches. She be with me, him and her, and drug dealers selling that funny white. You know that real Bill Burr. Foil me with loyalty, still kill purr. Get your bell rung, you held on to Fleetfield fur. I don't know who loves me, I just know who shoves me, and who won't plug me, cause it'll be too lovely. And evil's first. I'm at a bar as my avatar, cause even in the metaverse, I'm still a star. I'm digital cool, I'm into the move. Bought some property on OpenSea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. I'm digital cool, I'm into the move. Bought some property on OpenSea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. Her mentality was leopardess. She might have been a Methodist girl, cause she was waiting on God to come back and he was here. Reality is effortless, it's coded in the messages, Earl. It's plenty of fish pulling people in poles off the pier. We're no longer the hunted, it's really about who wants it. Who wants what we want more, fuck the dumb shit clear. I'll be at a bar as my avatar playing Gallagher, using bitcoins to buy beer. I'm digital cool, I'm into the move. Bought some property on OpenSea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. I'm digital cool, I'm into the move. Bought some property on OpenSea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT.
God. Ron DeSantis, senator, right? Senator of Florida.
The governor.
The governor.
Governor.
He's the governor of the local government of Florida. Like old people would say, he's in the government. And Ron DeSantis and the state of Florida, they're fulfilling a prophecy that I said would come true long, long ago, months ago. I told you that it was coming. I told you the war is on the way. And who would have thought Florida would have been the proving ground for this war? I told you the war is coming.
Oh, Lord.
It's here. The war is coming between the gays and the bisexuals. And if you straight like me, you don't want to be there when the first shot is fired. It's going to be gruesome and deadly. A lot of blown out backsides, a lot of destroyed manhoods and womanhoods, a lot of chaos. You better be strapped.
Shout out to all the studs.
You better have protection.
Wow.
And a strong immune system. The war is coming. Look, man. Senator Ron DeSantis is the George Washington.
Governor.
He is the new George Washington of white rights. And he's fighting a foreign, powerful foe, in his opinion, which is the army, the colonial army of the LGBTQ community.
Plus.
You know your word.
They're at war right now.
It's not a word.
And straight people are the Indians. You got to choose a side. When the colonial gay sergeant from the European army of LGBTQ approaches the straight Indian community that don't have nothing to do with the war between the white colonials and the gay foreign invaders. We're going to have to choose a side. Who y'all going to fight with? You going to fight with the redneck that hates you? Or the LGBTQ man that wants to date you? What side you going to pick?
You got 21 states.
Because you know we don't have a shot. Both sides hate us and will never equally debate us. It'll never be a fair fight. So we just got to stay out of it straight.
Down the middle.
Straight down the middle.
Oh, God.
That's hilarious. Can't even get your opinion.
And being black and straight is being different than being white and straight. If you're black and straight, we don't have a fight. Either side wins, we going to lose anyway.
Yeah.
So we might as well just not pick a side, stay out the middle. But the thing is this, though. The unfortunate thing about this whole situation, this is a fight between Disney and a fight between the state of Florida. And basically, what the state of Florida is fighting against is identity politics. What are identity politics? It's a tendency for people of a particular religion, ethnic group, and social background to vote the same way. All black people being Democrats or most is an example. A lot of rich people being Republicans is an example. They want to break up identity politics and they want to eradicate the failures of white people from the history books, the atrocities that have been committed, the disenfranchisement of non-white people. They want to act like it didn't happen.
Man.
And that's why I say the war is coming and you better choose a side.
Yeah, that's wild as fuck.
Me, I ain't in it. I'm not in it.
Name is Bennett and I ain't in it.
I'm not in it. Unless there's some real discrimination going on, I'm not in it. If somebody's been discriminated on, I'll fight for that. But I don't necessarily think that we should be teaching kids about homosexuality or any type of sex at a young age.
Yeah.
And it definitely shouldn't happen at school.
Right.
It shouldn't.
Y'all let the kids be kids.
Let the kids be kids. But I'm starting to understand where the state of Florida and Ron is coming from. Even though I'm a big Disney fan, I don't understand why they support it the way they do. I understand fighting against injustice. We love you for that, Disney, but I don't get why you wouldn't fight for everybody's rights equally. It just seems to be an agenda.
So sad, man.
And there's some proof with this. Go ahead.
The kids are confused, man.
Stop confusing the babies, Disney.
Like if you had a conversation with like a middle schooler, I seen this one girl. She was straight, and then all of a sudden she started catching feelings for this other girl who's kind of like macking all the other girls. And when I was like, oh, so y'all a couple now? She's like, I'm not gay. but I think I'm bi. I'm like, okay, well, you don't know what the fuck you are.
Yeah. This is one of your students.
Yeah, it's one of my students.
Oh, wow. Crazy. Look, man, does Disney have a gay agenda? I don't know, but some people would provide evidence. Do you know that Disney has introduced how many characters? Can we go to that headline?
10 characters.
I feel like you have to.
What is it? Go ahead. Let us get this.
10 characters that, all 10 times Disney introduced its first, openly gay characters. They've had characters, but these are the ones that are openly gay.
Are they saying Captain America? Are they saying in Zootopia in this article introduced a pair of same-sex reindeer couples? They're introducing same-sex reindeer couples. What's the purpose of having...
It's symbolic. Symbolism.
We know what it is, but does it support the agenda? What's another movie? In this movie, it was Zootopia. Why Zootopia? Zootopia. Finding Dory. And Finding Dory, go ahead and read it.
This example in Finding Dory is potentially the worst on the list, as the filmmakers refused to confirm whether the characters were in a lesbian relationship or not. Ellen DeGeneres even seemed to deny that they were together. Speculation began after the trailer showed the two women together, but yet again, this was a blink and you'll miss it moment of representation, one that only made Disney look worse as it released during a campaign to give Elsa from Frozen a girlfriend. Back to you, Craig.
Hey.
You can look at her, Craig. Don't she look like Ellen? She look Ellenish.
Yeah, she look Ellenish with the small haircut.
With the small
and
hair.
the turtleneck, the pea coat. I mean, something going on here. Why introduce this into a cartoon? I don't want my kids seeing men and women fucking, or women and women, or men and men. Why is this in a cartoon?
Like, I feel like they went out their way.
Not fucking, but just insinuating.
Right.
It's always disrespectful when you insinuate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coded messaging.
No, definitely. Like, I feel like I said before, let the kids be kids, man. I feel like they had to go extra out the way to make, you know what I'm saying, to make that kind of content, you know?
Right.
Instead of just keeping it what it was, like what we grew up on, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, people get into power and they just like, I feel like leave cartoons alone, man. Let that shit be innocent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what kids do. They like some of them motherfuckers, like they go ahead and look at what the cartoon is doing and they'll go ahead and do it in their households.
Hey, Beauty and the Beast. Do you know in Beauty and the Beast, the fowl was the earliest explicit and named example of this. In the run-up live-action remake of Beauty and the Beast, Disney announced that there would be an exclusively gay moment in the movie. They announced this. Audiences were disappointed to discover the moment was really just a moment. The fowl can be seen dancing with another man at the end of the movie for a split second. This set the tone for the rest of Disney's first openly gay characters.
Gaston,
but this was Le Faux.
I know. No, LaFar was in love with Gaston.
Crazy.
Go
down.
Yeah, this is crazy.
The Avengers Endgame. Go ahead, Sarah.
Avengers Endgame features the first openly gay character in the MCU, allegedly. But again, this character is not named and is only on scene for a short amount of time. In a scene featuring people mourning those who were lost in the snap, the non-superhero character, played by one of the screenwriters, Joe Russo, uses male pronouns to describe the man he was dating who was lost in the snap. After 22 movies, this first gay inclusion is expectantly overwhelming. Back to you, Craig.
Wow. It's round right. Toy Story 4.
No way.
Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Continued the trend of unnamed tiny moments of LGBTQ plus representation. When the two mothers dropped their child off at a daycare and later picked the child up or picked them up, whatever, on social media, the reaction to the moment was more positive than for some of the other moments on the list. But it still is a tiny moment that could easily be missed, with characters that are unnamed and have virtually no stake in the story.
Just so they drop it in.
Star Wars is like they do it in every movie.
I missed this.
Go ahead, sir.
Director J.J. Abrams spoke out a lot before the release of The Rise of Skywalker about how the representation was strong in this, the final installment in the Skywalker saga. The speculation at the time was centered around Finn and Poe. Is Dameron? I don't watch Star Wars. As their interactions in prior installments seemed to go beyond friendship, and the actors John Boyega and Oscar Isaac had seemed to be supportive of the possibility of a romance between the two. However, all hopes were dashed as the representation in question turned out to be a kiss between two unnamed women.
God. Wow. Well, hey. I mean, there you go. I mean, it's 10 movies. We gave you a couple. This could be proof. If Ron is looking for proof that Disney has a gay agenda, this could be proof, right?
Even just recently, the new Thor, Love and Thunder.
Right.
The most recent Thor movie. The Rock dude, Korg ended up having a baby with another dude at the end of the movie.
Crazy. Hey.
What? Guardians of the Galaxies?
No. Thor. The last Thor.
Well, hey, look, man. And the other proof that Ron could probably use is that, hey, did you know that all the profits from Disney's Pride collection goes to LGBTQ organizations? 100% of the profits?
Well, that would make sense because I feel like they're trying to target that audience. You know what I'm saying? So when they target that audience,
that's an agenda.
Yeah.
Oh, the agenda been in place since.
And then it's like it's catered to them, you know?
Hey, I don't have no problem. That's their choice. They're a private company. I support everybody too. But Ron may be on to something. Does Disney have a gay agenda?
I was just talking about like from a business standpoint, you know what I'm saying, for money. You know what I'm saying?
That's a part of the agenda.
Yeah.
It's a part of the agenda.
Yeah, so they do have a gay agenda. They trying to get all the money from all people.
Yeah.
So Ron's counter to all of this support in the state of Florida for the LGBTQ community from Disney is this DEI defunding. So what Ron is doing is he's defunding all diversity programs in the state of Florida that fund any type of what the fuck is it? What the fuck is it?
It's diversity, equity, and inclusion. So any type of program that targets on race, teaching race, identity, and certain types of history in class.
Right. So he's trying to basically control the diversity. He wants to whitewash Florida, and there's other states that are doing the same as Florida. I believe we have Louisiana and Tennessee. Are those the other two states on that map? Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, so Louisiana, Florida.
No. These are those are ones that are coming.
Yeah.
Florida. These are the black states.
Oh, I'm sorry. What are the states? Okay, the black states.
So it's 21 states who've introduced a bill. Now, their bill is not the same as Florida's. They're a little different, but they all have introduced DEI bills.
Yeah.
Man, white folks is bringing this racism back in such a creative way, man. Y'all better be careful. Y'all better be careful. God. Hey, man, we got some bonus footage we're going to show you from a previous episode. God. Man. God. You know what it is. The show with the funniest people in the world. KraigFacts, also known as Roast the Host. Whatever I want to call it today. Jay-Z, man, one of my favorite dudes out there, man. Nothing to something guy. A man you should respect. Y'all agree? Hell yeah, man.
Jay-Z definitely made something out of nothing. That's a fact.
He definitely did that, man. But recently, he was exonerated by a judge. The judge's name is, what is her name? Go to the top. Kimberly something. What is this lady's name who's exonerated title?
Oh, let's see here.
In a Delaware court, he was exonerated by Chancellor Kathleen McCormick. And let me not just put Jay-Z's name in here. He's the one doing all, he gets all the publicity. But Alicia Keys, Madonna, Kanye West, and Beyonce are all partial owners of Tidal, which used to be called Block. From Block
I don't know why
Tidal.
It's a stupid name.
So they bought in like 05,
wait.
right? 05?
Right.
If Jay-Z buys in and Beyonce buys in, is that two separate buys in?
Yep.
Yeah, they're two different business entities for sure.
Okay.
That's double the money, or how they looking at it.
So what they were accused of, this is a two-part thing. So what Jay and Tidal were accused of back in 18 or 19, somewhere around that time, is fudging the streaming numbers. And they were accused by Norwegian police for fudging the streaming numbers. And the way you do this is with streaming farms. So the very rich will start a streaming service and then go purchase a few $1 million worth of computers, set up a stream farm, which is a bunch of computers in an area that's logged in to different shit, and they just stream all day. So the Norwegian government accused Tidal of doing this with their music streams to fudge the numbers to be able to sell the company for a higher price.
How little crime is going on in the region that they go, you know what I think is happening at Tidal? I think they fudging numbers.
They got to be fudging numbers, man, because there's no way.
Ain't no fudging way you gonna have these numbers.
There's no way that Keith Sweat outstreamed who's popping right now.
Sam Smith.
Yeah, Sam Smith. I mean, come on. Does he know somebody at your farm? There's no way Keith Sweat is out streaming Sam Smith in France.
That's just dumb.
How did Keith? It had to be something like that where they're like, hold on, people don't even know who Paperboy is in Iceland.
Did they find the farm?
I don't know if they found the farm.
So so the whole police staff.
So here's the ironic thing about the case to bring it all together to those who may be lost.
Stupid.
So Norwegian police were accusing Tidal of fudging the streaming numbers. Okay. The company that invested or purchased Tidal, I believe purchased Tidal with these streaming numbers attached to the price of the company. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the company that purchased it was a collective representing the interest of the Coral County police pension. Is it Coral County?
Springs.
Coral Springs police pension. So the Coral Springs police pension bought a $306 million interest in Tidal. And the people in the pension said, hey, the motherfuckers managing this police pension don't know what they doing. They purchased this or overbought Tidal for a price that we didn't agree to.
So they should be going after the people, they pension people then.
So that's who they're suing. They're suing the people who represented their interest in the purchase of Tidal as a company. So the police in Norway are policing the streamers, and the police in America are in Coral County are policing the people that are supposed to be policing their investment.
It's so much going on.
That's a lot of
Crazy.
policing.
But anyway, I mean, what I'm saying is this. I guess Jay-Z is supposed to be really good friends with the person who purchases for Block or purchases, things for this fund. And that's some of the things that are being mentioned in the lawsuit is that, hey, Jay-Z's relationship with this guy who represents our interests may have corrupted his decision-making process. So they were able to adjust the purchase of the fund down from $306 million down to $237 million, I believe. So they went from owning a 87.5% interest in the company, or 90. I forget what. Go down, go up. Let me make sure I'm saying the right number.
87.5.
They went down to an 87.5 interest in the company from 100%, and that took the price of it down to $237 million. This sounds like a relationship-based hustle.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, if I got a friend and I'm a buyer for something and my friend can conduct good business and he has a product, I'm definitely going to give my friend an opportunity. I don't know if I see anything wrong with this.
Where's the loss?
Because where does the law say that I can't buy 50,000 computers and run up the numbers on my fucking music?
I mean, that's true.
But who's losing in the end?
Nobody's losing except the stakeholders except the police pension fund of Coral County, because their money is being spent to buy a product at a higher price than what it's worth. So they're losing.
Unless once they buy it or once they own it, they just keep the farm going or double up on the farm, right?
Right.
So ergo, what is the problem?
Why don't we have more streaming farms? I've heard of Bitcoin farms where they have Bitcoin farms. They have a big ass processor, a big ass computer, and they can program this computer to buy Bitcoin high or low and sell high. You can actually buy some of these things for like 20 grand.
I mean, I know it's going to be against the law somewhere. It's because when somebody's not rich or wealthy becomes wealthy, they're going to frown upon it. Right. They're going to make it against the law. We know this.
Right.
If it was 2 wealthy individuals or 3 or 4 involved, it wouldn't be a problem.
Here's the cold thing about it. At the distribution level of everything, the game is rigged. That far high up. Competition only happens to the people the resources trickle down to, because we got to compete for what they let come down to us.
Yeah, they don't want the trickling up top.
Yeah, up top has to be stable. We don't have to work hard here. We create the labor for you guys to work, and you fight over the job. 1,000 people fight over these 20,000 jobs.
Yep.
That's the system. It'll never be different. The distribution level of shit will always be rigged. It's like, when you try to fight a fight on that level, it's like a 5-year-old arguing with their parent over control of the house. No, motherfucker, you lucky we letting you in the house.
Yeah, right. You're gonna lose every time.
I don't want to know about shit happening that high up. I'm not interested in changing the world on that level. My interest is in the common man and making sure we get treated fairly. But there's really nothing we could do that. There's no human powerful enough to change shit that high up, I believe.
I agree, because if you're that high up, you don't care about my interest anyways. No matter if you can say you can disagree with it, but it doesn't bother you enough to do anything about it.
Right. And Jay, look at all these people. These are all high-level influencers on this stage with title.
Yep.
They're only faces.
Yep.
If you think that Jay-Z is powerful enough to do things at the distribution level that could change your life, you're highly mistaken.
If you think he wants to change level,
you're highly mistaken.
Because the distribution level affects him in a positive way. So why would he want to change it?
Rich kid, rich.
He's just in between where the money is coming from and where it's going.
Right.
They say, hey, a lot of people love you. We got to run this play. We going to pay you just to be the face of it. 99% of you niggas is going to do it, and stop acting like you wouldn't.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, I wouldn't. Yes, you would too.
Right.
You do it every day.
Every day.
You go work for somebody else's interest every day. The job you have, that ain't your interest in life.
Nope.
That's something you doing because you don't know how to do it on your own.
Yep.
I don't even know if that's a real term, doing it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, you can podcast, but what if somebody wasn't making the mics? What if somebody didn't have the computers? You know what I mean? Like,
what if there's no whatever?
Show me an organic podcast, and I'll show you a weirdo. Just somebody in the wilderness podcast.
He's just outside talking out loud
with tree branch shaped mics, and nah.
Yep.
How many people you got listening? I don't know.
Got an audience.
This is an organic cast. Whoever the wind blows here, who my fans are.
Oh man,
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen with this.
Nothing's
gonna happen at all.
Nothing.
Yeah,
if anything, there's gonna be a air quote settlement.
Yeah,
and then that's gonna be it. Nothing's gonna happen.
Or
food is here.
There's too many people that are involved.
Right. Or someone's gonna die mysteriously.
That could happen.
Damn.
I think it's gonna be a settlement of some little bitty sort of, and they're gonna benefit off of it somehow.
Yeah, for sure. You know how it go, man. Business.
It's big business.
Business. That's
It is. It's big. It's big business.
Big business never loses. That's why they're big.
Hilarious.
Wow, that was scary. Big business never loses. And big business can't even squeeze by the cameras.
That nigga crazy to the right by the screen. Big business.
That was crazy.
God.
Would you sell? Like if someone came up to you and was like, "Yo, Craig, we want to buy your podcast,
Yes.
but we can control. We gonna go back and edit stuff too. That don't worry about what we gonna put it in though. Or
Right.
what we gonna have said. Would you still sell? Depending on the amount of money.
It depends on how much they owe me. I mean, yeah, how much they offer me. If they offer me a good sum of money, I may do it, but I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. Right. I would put a non-compete where I can still do it and do what I want to do. But
What if they edited like? Cause you know niggas is crazy with that editing now.
man,
They can put all kind of you saying gay stuff and niggas chiming in like right.
I saw it showed some celebrity names like Anna Nicole Smith. It said Lucy Liu, Joy.
Bobby Brown. We got to
Bobby
deal with
Brown.
this. Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
In the 2016 interview with Robin Roberts, child pop star turned R&B legend Bobby Brown admitted that he had sex with a ghost.
Cap.
My bad, I.
No, you good. No, by all means.
So how do you know you had some ghost pussy?
This is my wife, Whitney.
Oh God.
She returns from time to time.
Yeah, I mean.
Would that just be considered jacking off?
It was Wendy and I.
I mean, apparently.
Wouldn't that just be considered masturbation?
Apparently.
No, because you got to have your hands on it. What if he's actually hitting some pussy?
I mean, but I think it's like a wet dream. How they say sometimes you can ejaculate when you're sleeping. You know what I mean? Maybe they're feeling like they're actually having sex with a ghost spirit. Or maybe the ghost really is fucking them.
Right.
Is that possible?
Go back. The Bobby Brown explanation was there. He said after purchasing a really spooky mansion in Georgia, he woke up one night to discover he was being mounted by a ghost.
I'm not gonna lie.
After the crack.
The ghost of cocaine.
I would definitely go to this house if it's just over here riding.
If I'm gonna look, you ain't got to use no rubber when you fucking a ghost.
Hell nah.
Once you skeet, where does it go?
Yeah, well, I mean,
don't they say with every sexual partner you exchange their energy?
Yeah.
So now you got ghost energy?
You got ghost energy.
Yeah, this nigga got bodies in the afterlife. This is crazy. Bitch,
Whoa.
all them dead bitches, nigga.
Do those count? Like fucking a ghost, does that count as a body?
Does that count on your body
It
count?
counts as
Wow.
a spirit.
It's a spirit. So if you knock down a broad in the afterlife, is that like knocking down one of God's angels? Like, how does that work?
I mean, here's what I'm saying.
It's like a double sin.
Well, an angel has wings, so technically you're hitting a bird person.
You're hitting a bird.
Wow.
I'm just saying because
a bird person.
if you out here having premarital spirit sex,
Oh my God.
double sinning.
Double sin.
That's fucking hilarious.
He said he was mounted. I mean, this ghost rode him.
Yeah.
The head has to be heavenly. I mean, you must shoot streets of gold out of your penis if an angel sucks your neck.
Man, that must be the best.
You know what I said? You got to be like mad looking at a human bro like, ugh. You didn't do it like the heavenly bro.
Right. Fuck them ratchet gargoyle bitches. I'm on angels tonight.
That must be special.
Okay.
So if you're an angel, I guess everything is smoother then. Like there's no teeth, there's all gums.
All gums.
Wow.
But what if it's not an angel?
What you mean?
What if it's a devil, a demon? You're getting fucked.
But they
by
sound
you
like
know
they
you-
enjoyed it though.
that doesn't mean you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, huh?
How you figure that?
They said like they didn't seem miserable.
Do you know how many broads out here is demons that will fuck the soul out of you?
But you enjoyed it.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
You enjoyed the demon spirit. You had no idea it was a demon. You fucking.
It was too late to know now. How, you don't ask because you're woke. If you're sleeping, I'm assuming.
What if nut is the ghost?
What?
What if nutting is freeing ghosts from your body? Like, what if that's
You
why?
stupid.
Like, what I'm saying, what if your nuts are?
They technically
a ghost?
would be a ghost.
Your nuts are a
Because
ghost
if you
prison.
shoot it out in the open, nothing happens to it.
right?
But if you put it in a woman, it can become that ghost
Ooh.
hits that becomes a person.
So the sperm is the ghost.
The sperm is the ghost. That's what I'm saying. What if
I still need to know where it goes though. Because if
Nut-
I'm sitting up right,
On you.
Nuts might be.
Then that's not a ghost because it has to go into the ghost vagina.
No, because when I'm fucking, I'm pulling out. It's going to be.
You're not pulling out though. It's a ghost.
Nuts are a nuts ain't nothing but a spirit penitentiary.
Explain it, please.
That's where spirits get locked up. So if you fucking ghost in your sleep, that's actually a prison break occurring to you.
Damn.
What?
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
A spirit broke some nut out your dick.
Oh my god.
So if you nut and it gets on you, does that make like it's a ghost buster? A ghost break?
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Ghostbuster.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this.
There can't be humans fucking spirits for real. This has got to be clickbait.
I will say it, but that's a lot of people that said
That
it
just
though.
says it also. The girl from the real, what show was that?
Oh,
Joy Ahart, whatever.
Earhart.
She said it too.
Ahart.
Huh?
Who's that?
Actor Paz de la Hurt. I could tell by her name. This bitch got a comic book name.
Yeah.
Who starred in Boardwalk Empire and my favorite obscure trippy movie, Entered the Void.
Of her ghostly rendezvous. What?
Was no random old spirit. Go down.
There's a broad named Amy.
Keep going. Keep going.
Gage.
Well, it's right there. It says De La Huerta.
Go to somebody we would recognize.
Hold on. She's explained 2011 about her experience with the king of rock, Elvis Presley. Oh, so now you fucking Elvis.
I was with you until it was Elvis.
She on drugs.
So you knew who the ghost was too.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
That's that crack.
This definitely got to be clickbait.
What is Coco talking about?
How you know the ghost? She's a cheating whore then.
She's saying she was TV personality, amateur ghost hunter. Coco Austin described her experience was an unwanted advance.
She's a cheating whore. She's with Ice.
On the talk show Naughty But Nice, Coco claimed that while she was watching TV, she felt her nightie being pulled up and felt breathing in her ear.
That was just the local fucking
She's
perv.
a cheating whore.
That was the local perv.
She's married to Ice Cube, Ice-T. Because if my broad gets touched by a ghost, we're breaking up.
If you had a gun on you and a nigga you didn't know, or just a nigga in general, blew in your ear, what would you do?
Oh my God. That's messed up, man. How do you answer that? I ain't answering that. Damn.
The nigga just walks behind you and blows in your ear.
He's got a gun next to you though, right? You got a gun in your head, right?
Oh,
You
man.
got a gun in your head.
Oh, I thought you said you had the gun. I was like,
You got a gun. Say you got a gun.
this nigga getting pistol whipped.
Oh,
I got a
this
gun.
woman here.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say? Woman who had sex with 20 ghosts. Come on.
Now engaged to a spirit.
This whore found one. She found one though.
So you went through 20 spirit dicks.
Please play her. I want to hear this delusional woman's logic.
This is definitely clickbait. 20. It's the spirit dick. It's supposed to be the best.
She's on TV. She's on a talk show.
1 second. Let me get it for this. You're listening.
I don't believe
If your girl being fucked by a ghost, is it a threesome if you're joining?
Yeah.
God.
And how does she know it wasn't a lesbian ghost?
Right.
With the lesbian strap on.
This is a real presence in your life. Your spiritual guidance constantly. You're used to this sort of thing. You open up channels to the other side.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Let me get this so the people out there can hear it.
So
1 second.
So is the pussy still tight like a virgin because it's ghost dick or?
Oh God.
So do studs spirits have their strap on still?
Are the ghosts?
Here we go.
This is a real presence in your life. Your spiritual guidance constantly. You're used to this sort of thing. You open up channels to the other side.
I do, yeah.
And this is a channel that, you really connected with.
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
Yeah. This person, this presence, can you tell us anything about him, her, it?
Him or
I
it?
refer to it as him because that's easier.
Yeah.
It's very ancient, very wise, very kind.
Has been on the planet before?
I would say for a very long time, yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you first encounter this presence?
Has been dating a ghost for 6 months.
Australia, and I was taking a walk out in the bush, and just suddenly it approached me.
Oh, did it?
And is this something you can see or just something you
No,
feel?
something you feel. So, yeah, just like a physical an emotional, sort of physical presence.
Why was this one different? Because you've had these kind of encounters before, as Eamon said, you're a medium. So why was this so personal? Why was the feeling different for you?
Because I fell in love with it, I guess. Just
This is the most extreme case of narcissism I have ever seen.
None of us expect to hear this story. Did you expect this story to happen in your life, doing what you do as a spiritual guidance counsellor?
And is he with you right now?
Not at all.
Exactly.
No.
So tell me, when you and he talk, what do you talk about?
It's really difficult to explain
Because you don't talk.
in terms of normal, like, earthbound relationships.
Earthbound.
That's where you
Deeper than that,
live.
we don't have a need for conversation. It's more just like
Sex.
about emotion and feeling and
And
connection.
pounding.
But
You
you
don't
may be,
use
you may
words
be,
at
you
all,
may
no.
be feeling and connecting a bit more than, more than that, because you feel that you're going to connect to such a degree. Am I right that you will have a spiritual or physical baby?
I hope so.
Oh my
Mary.
God.
She's a newcomer of Mary.
I would hope physical. So I've been looking into phantom pregnancies. And I
Getting
believe
madder.
that a phantom pregnancy is actually a real pregnancy, but you have a phantom inside you rather than a human baby.
I thought a phantom was a good ghost.
That's what
I thought,
And
a good
the
actor.
reason we don't ever manage to carry those to full term is because the people that have them don't understand this or sort of comprehend that that's possible. But I'm hoping through understanding what's going on with my body, I'll be able to,
Would you actually
Would you be able?
I wish we could
Oh, you
track
can
her.
cut it. You can cut it.
I wish we could track her down. I have a lot of questions.
Can we get the audio on that when we do it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro.
There was so many things that we should pick apart in that little segment. Did you hear what a phantom baby?
I should have a phantom
I have
inside.
a phantom baby inside.
He asked. She was like, "Well, we don't talk. So, do ghosts do the pound out?"
I mean, so if it walked
Why
up
is the
next
bed rocking? There's nobody in it.
But what happens when it walked up next to you? Like, the shit didn't introduce itself? It just walked up and was like, fuck it. Like, hi, you're in Australia.
Okay.
It walks up and talks to you, right? Next
No, it didn't talk. Remember,
But what, it's
she
walked
felt
to
it,
you?
and it touched her pussy.
This is technically rape, sexual assault.
Right.
Who you gonna arrest though?
I know you're in here somewhere. Show yourself.
It's got to be a dead police force in the sky.
So how would you feel? In her logic,
Right.
we sitting at the podcast. We invite some new nigga, right?
Right.
Oh, my bad. We invite this new dude. Dude sitting over there. All of a sudden, his pants just opened up.
He just dick out. He's like, I'm getting ahead. Nigga, no, it's just a dick out. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Now I'm getting ahead.
But he's
Ghost
sitting
is
there
sucking my
enjoying
dick.
it.
I can't stop it. Nigga, did you see me reach down and pull my shit out?
It's just a
That's what I'm saying.
I just got raped in front of the homies.
Oh, my God.
No, you.
She said that sometimes she get the feeling that she's being moved.
She also
She
said,
says orgasms I have with my spirit lovers have been way more satisfying.
I hope to have a phantom baby. Well, that's what I have. I have a phantom baby.
Yeah.
But I'm saying she can technically do that. She could just go to the hospital, act like she's in labor, kick her legs up, act like she had a baby. Like she could create a phantom family.
Listen, I like how the dude was like him, her, it, they. Like he was still trying to be correct in your pronoun.
He was an asshole. Speaking of contacts, it's just
What?
That's crazy,
She
man.
said on her way back from Australia, that's when they first had sex.
Yeah.
On the plane.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I'm so bored. I'm fucking myself.
I would love to have been on that
Lord.
flight.
Hey, bro, I don't know how she got on the regular news, but this is proof. If you got a game plan, you can execute anything.
You see it through,
Nigga,
and now look, she's on TV.
How long do you think it'd take you to make it to TV if you really acted like this? Like
For
you
us?
had, like you was. I'm
We'd be in jail.
Well, yeah, but I say no. We're in a crazy house. There is no TV for us in America.
I think we should try something.
That's English shit.
Everybody should pick a weird thing, and we should just promote it on social
and
media.
see who will blow up first.
Yeah,
All that happens though. That's how niggas blow up.
I'm gonna be in here like, no, for real, son. Listen, I was getting slobbed up last night.
This ghost bitch pregnant, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Telling you, man.
I like to refer to her as Stud Ghost.
No,
She's a
this
beautiful stud.
by far the weirdest thing. She says, sometimes I get the feeling I'm being moved.
I was getting so mad. The more she talked, the more I was getting
It
angry.
was your body moving itself. is what it was.
Nigga, everybody moves.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, this is crazy.
You know, but she ain't the only one though.
Yeah.
Even Lucy Liu,
Lucy
the actress
Liu
said it.
Bobby Brown's the one that pissed me
What
off.
did Lucy Liu say?
She said the shit was fire.
Yeah, she said, yeah.
Okay.
Weekly.
In 1999, my favorite Charlie's Angel and ass-kicking assassin, it sounded like, never mind. Lucy Liu told us weekly that she got busy with a ghost while taking a little nap. Go down.
I just took a nap.
She described her experience with the spirit as sheer bliss and even claims that her former love, Spectre, watches over her now as a guardian angel.
So he watched you get smashed by another spirit?
No. That was the spirit, right? And
No, he said watches over her.
Yeah.
She didn't say he did it.
I didn't know Anna Nicole's mouth looked like this.
It's gross.
As a kid, we always thought she was the baddest white chick.
She's not.
I tell you what, if you take a nap, it's probably because you're extremely tired and you wake up feeling better.
Yeah.
That don't mean you just had ghost sex.
So
Right.
what if it's true, right? And there is ghost sex.
When I'm going to sleep now, then nigga.
Do you think that ghost would be the best ever? Because you gotta think all them years of knocking bitches
Centuries
down, of just putting
Yes.
dick down.
You've been knocking them down since 1806 or 1 AD,
You know
BC.
that 1 AD. You know every which way in which how to plays abroad.
Right.
So yes, you're not wearing a condom if you're a spirit. The condoms wasn't invented back then.
No, they were not.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Great story. God.
Sex with a ghost kind of threw me off because when I read the article, it said sex with a ghost. I thought I was familiar with it because I sex girls and get ghosts. But then I realized that it wasn't about that. It was about people who actually feel like they're being pounced on, rubbed on, sucked on, fucked on by a ghost. I don't know how that feels because I ain't never been ghost fucked. You know what I mean? I've also got ghosted from being fucking a girl. I guess she ain't like it. But the bottom line is, anyone out there fucking ghosts, do you strap up? Do you not strap up? Can she get pregnant? Can she not? One way or another, you're in the spirit world. So I'll bless your spirit. God bless you.
So they say. I was ready to call it all lies. I was like, this is something white people say when you're having sex with ghosts. And then they said, Bobby Brown, the beloved man who did My Prerogative, live my life, had sex with a ghost. Now, if you've seen him in the recent performance with the rest of his old band members of New Edition, he looked absolutely terrible. And if this is what sex with a ghost means, I don't want no part of it. I do not want to be that big on stage where I can't even move. Everybody else is dancing and moving and singing. He's sitting there going, that's probably the ghost cutting off his esophagus.
I guess people is out here having sex with ghosts. I mean, I feel like this is something that can't be explained without a Budweiser in your hand. So I was back there fucking on a ghost. Like, you can't explain that unless you got 2 Budweisers in your system. How you having sex with a ghost? Like, what's the risk? Because what makes sex great is the risk you take to do it. Oh, I'm fucking this guy's wife. Oh, I'm sneaking in her closet and I'm fucking her while her children, you know what I mean, are sleeping. Oh, you know what I mean? So what makes sex great is the fact that most times you're doing it, you ain't supposed to be doing it. We're fucking in the car. Oh, we're parked in the park 1 block from the police station with the window down, and we're fucking, and she's as loud as she can be. But fucking a ghost, that's beyond, like, excitement. Death is beyond excitement. I feel like when we get to the afterlife, people aren't excited. They're like, oh my God, we did. This is crazy. Woo, this is a great. Like, I feel like in the afterlife, niggas is just like not fucking. Now, that's how dumb human beings are. They don't understand what death means. That's something that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? That's something we don't really know about. Anybody saying that they know what happens after death is just guessing. And I'm pretty sure that fucking is the wrong guess to happen after death. That make it definitely pussy. When we alive, we kill pussy. When we're dead, we haunt pussies. God. Hey, welcome back, man. This is a freaking disturbing story. California man kills his brother, torches home, and dies in police shooting.
Damn.
Whose topic is this? Ours or whose topic? Everybody.
Yeah, all about
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. He drove from California to Utah to kill his own brother. Shows up to the door. First thing he says is, "Mom here."
Because he didn't want to disrespect his mother.
Because he didn't want to disrespect his mother. I don't know if a mom can stop this type of anger. This man drove 1,000 miles to kill his own flesh and blood, his brother, shoots his brother's wife as well, sets the crib on fire. As the police pulls up, he just starts shooting at the police. Before the police get there, neighbors heard him on the phone telling somebody on the other end, "Empty out all my bank accounts."
Damn. Well,
what caused this?
And that's some real deep hatred for your brother. If you asking for your mother not to be there so you can smoke your brother 1,000 miles away.
Because was he not going to shoot him if the mom was there?
Maybe.
Mama, I need you to step outside.
Ma, come on, mama. Come with me, please. I love you so much, mama.
I don't want to get a whooping.
It's at least...
I can't do this in front of mama. I don't want to get a whooping, man. Fuck that.
At least 700 miles to get from California to Utah.
Yes.
It's about 12 hours.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah. If you do the speed limit.
5, 10, 15. So that's like 3, let's say about 3 to 4 fill-ups.
Right.
You know how angry you have to be to keep that same anger?
being that you have it's a marathon of anger.
Yes.
So you have to level it. Day one, you got to just be chilling. I mean, you know what I mean? First 3 hours, you're chilling.
Yep.
But you had to be that mad first to get you to go, that's it.
Right, and calm down.
I'm gassing up.
Again.
I'm going.
Calm down. Get angry.
Oh, and he had to stop and get snacks, so you're not going to go that long without eating.
This motherfucker think I ain't going to drop. He talking to himself and chewing. This motherfucker think I ain't gonna kill him.
Right.
He definitely has some chewing tobacco and some beef jerky.
You gonna steal my Babe Ruth baseball card and don't think I'm gonna find out?
You gotta appreciate the tunnel vision though.
Yeah.
Because he's going for that one reason. No matter what is happening along the trip, I'm focused on killing my brother.
This sounds like he was stolen from.
Yes.
How much though? I know it doesn't say, but
it's abroad.
And then he tried to kill the dude, his brother's wife, his sister-in-law.
Maybe that used to be his chick. Do we know?
This is something happened.
Something had
when Pop died, brother stole all the money, but something is bigger than just killing his brother. Look how focused he looked.
Focused. And he came with what? You said what? Craig, 23 guns?
He got him in the bag.
He had 18 fully loaded handguns. No, 23 fully loaded handguns. 150 rounds of shotgun bullets.
Yeah.
What else is that? There's some other stuff.
So he was prepared to take on the police.
You know what I appreciated though?
What?
And it might sound evil, but I appreciate the fact after you shot them, you didn't run away. I want you to have to deal with the police now. I want you to have to.
He had 12 shotguns.
Blast at him back. Yeah.
And he tried to set the house on fire. Well, he did. He tried to burn the house
with
down.
Flares, right?
Street flares.
Street flares. So when the cops came up, he could hide behind the smoke. It's a motherfucking gangster.
Man.
But they shot and killed him.
I mean, that's the way. But either you're shot and killed or you're going to prison for life. I'm being shot and killed.
White men like this only get mad for 2 reasons: insurance, baseball cards, comic books. You know what I'm saying? Something goofy.
It was something,
Yeah.
Nothing normal.
Yeah.
But to drive from California to Utah.
Yeah.
By the time I got to Utah, I'm like, it's been 30
exactly.
I got every gun I own in my fucking car. Do I really want to make another 10-hour? No.
Right.
If you made it to Arizona, I'd be like, bro, I'd have probably just got a hotel room, made a day, and then came back home.
I wonder why his brother moved to Utah.
I don't know.
Because he took the wheel money and moved to Utah. Said, I'm safe. And his brother said, no, you not.
That makes sense why he would try to burn it down.
Yep.
Think about it.
I'm taking your life and everything you own because of me.
But the first thing he said was, hey.
Is mom home?
Is mom here? No.
Is my mama here? All right, cool. Bow.
Yeah.
And the brother answered with, you know she's in Tennessee.
And then he pulled his strap out.
And shot.
He did answer with, she's in Tennessee. He really didn't want to do this shit in front of his mama.
Right.
Man, that is.
And the way he answered was, she's in Tennessee.
Wait,
that's
here's
very
my thing.
Assholey. So
he had a Ring camera. Yeah. Why did you open the door?
I'm assuming he didn't think My
You
brother.
saw it.
No, he didn't. No, the gun was hidden in his waistline.
But how would you take that if you was like, is mama here? And he was like, and she was there. And he was like, you know, if mama wasn't here, I was finna kill your ass.
Right.
He wouldn't take that serious.
You know what I'm thinking? He was probably the house owner, the one who got killed. He was probably the older brother and said, what you gonna do about it, punk?
Yeah.
And moved to Utah
Yeah.
with his wife and his money or their money.
Right.
And he showed up.
And that
in
little
Utah.
brother said, you know what? I'm tired of being the bully, of getting bullied.
He showed up there, man.
Man, and you know, normally brothers kill together. When brothers kill each other, that is crazy.
And
Cain and Abel.
It's just funny that these men are in their 50s and 60s. Talking about his mom here.
His mother here. His mother alive.
That's weird. If they would have been black, I'd have been like, I get it, because we have more respect for our moms than they do.
Right.
But
He loved his mama.
he killed. But the sister-in-law,
She did.
she survived.
He survived.
We don't know how, but
I mean, that's.
I would move out the country if I was her.
But I mean, he's dead now. Why? Doesn't matter. He dead.
I wouldn't trust it because his ghost might come around and have sex with her.
Well, he's definitely gonna be ghost fucking his brother's wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
They better. She gonna be with a new nigga. She like, man, it's this nigga that's man.
Yep.
He don't care. He's like, she was mine
How
first.
many times have you called a bitch fucking a ghost and didn't realize it?
I wonder.
You thought she was just breathing heavy in her sleep. It's a ghost in
Every
the bed.
time, I
Dustin,
think.
because you don't know.
No, you don't know.
He's
The bed
waxing.
don't rock when the bitches get fucked by ghosts.
He's waxing it,
I mean,
and I'm
and-
just sitting there.
I mean, they do say there are spirits around us at all times, right?
Right.
I mean, what if
I've
your
been
broad
cheated
gets
on a
knocked
lot.
down? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wake up and she just up already. What
Hey.
you doing up?
Right.
Dirty broad. You was cheating on me this whole time.
I ain't been at the house. Then. I mean, you ain't cheating.
Imagine the spouse of the ghost.
Ooh.
Like, well, if you wanted to be alive, you should have fought for your life, okay?
Man.
We'd be alive if you was more of a man.
You're more a man, you'd be alive, but you with me.
Right.
And he like, see, this is why I go get with these brothers. They don't say nothing like that about me.
These regular bitches don't fight a nigga like we fight.
That's crazy.
How do ghost couples argue?
Yeah, I was wondering that. Can you fight in the afterlife?
It just be two winds interchanging with each other. Like, how do ghosts show discord with each other in their community?
If they having sex, they throwing discord. They throwing discord. They throwing hands. Ghostly hands.
How do ghosts disrespect each other?
You about to get these spiritual hands.
Ain't no black eyes or scraped knees or broken jaws or getting knocked out as a ghost. You're already knocked out.
Right.
You just know you getting the ghostly hands put on you.
Is there a ghost neighborhood watch? Like, is there a community for ghosts?
Oh my
Just think
do you
like
live in a community?
Who's the head of the woo organization?
because when John Bones Jones passes away, he is going to be mopping people up.
Oh
in
yeah.
heaven.
That's gonna be- Why these pitchers keep falling over in this arena? Bone Jones just fight here. Oh
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
that is.
But I thought that when you died and stuff like that, that that bond was broken. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you get married down here, like, y'all don't stay together in the afterlife.
Right. I think so.
I don't think so.
They say till death, so that means we die. We broken up now.
Yeah, we was.
Get away
bitch,
from me.
bye.
Right.
Finally, I made it to death.
I made it to death.
Shit, it's over. I kept my word, God.
Yeah, you're not gonna be with your same woman no more.
So now, hold on. So now, they do say till death do us part, stay married. Now, if I stay married and then we die, am I automatically an angel?
Yes.
You got to be.
Because I made it through with
Yeah.
the fraud? You know what I'm saying? Because there's floor heaven and there's wings heaven.
There's level of heavens.
No, there is.
Right,
There's
there's-
levels
yeah,
of heaven.
yeah.
Depending on
How good you was.
exactly on what you do in life.
Right.
So does that put you at the top? Because marriage and divorce is so high.
But would it matter as long as you made it?
If you fuck white bitches, you go to seventh heaven.
Oh.
Yeah. unless you touching them boys.
Oh.
Hey, then you go to Boy Scout heaven.
That's
Boy,
that's where the
A
dad.
pedophile heaven is different than every other heaven.
That's where the
I
dad
don't
from
think
seventh
they
heaven
need
is
the
at.
hell.
then.
There's no babysitters in pedophile heaven.
Damn. I mean,
No kindergarten teachers.
Is there a hell? Is there a hell? Is that a real thing?
I think hell is earth.
That's what I think so also.
Can't tell somebody. You can't.
Look
tell-
what we just read.
Right.
He drove 700 miles for Phillips
Right.
with this gas prices
Right.
to shoot.
Yes.
That would have been done right there.
Who gave him gas money? The devil.
Hey,
That's what somebody out there saying. The devil gave him gas money.
If I had to fill up that many times in California, I'm like, I quit. I'm
Would
not
you
doing
take gas money from the devil?
I can't.
How far am I got to go?
Utah. I'm a walk.
I'm not going.
You realize this motherfucker gave me enough gas money to get there.
Right.
So I ain't gonna make it back, nigga.
Right, so
That's exactly what that means.
Oh, so you know I ain't coming
This
back.
is $78, motherfucker. It
Right.
take.
It's $78.
Would you move into that house
No.
after they fixed it up?
No. It depends on what they were selling it for.
Damn.
If a crime has been committed in the house, it should be a discount off top.
For sure.
A super discount.
Well, they have to disclose that to you.
Yeah.
Right. There needs to be a Ross for damaged house. You know what I mean?
Ross.
A house dressed for less.
You know what's so funny? I just said this last night.
That's funny.
Ross is okay to shop at until you say the whole name.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're like, where you get that jacket from? Ross? You're like, I like it. But if you said I got it from Ross Dress for Less, you're like, it don't even look as good no more.
Yeah, man. I just don't know how I feel about this story. I had some dope stuff pulled up for you, but my freaking thing died. It was a list of brothers that have killed people together that are famous. Menendez brothers were definitely on the list.
But they killed their
Maybe you
own
can pull that
parents.
up, Sarah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
They killed their own parents, though.
Yeah, but see, the story behind that is that their father was raping them.
Right. That's the story.
That's the story they came up with. Do I believe it? I don't know.
Well, they're trying to get a new trial. They have some new information that they're saying wasn't, I guess, allowed in the case, and their dad was putting them that thing in their butt, type of stuff. What? So they're trying to get off still.
Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. I saw it the other day.
Man.
Them boys, they on it, but they killed him though.
Yeah. That's
So why did mama got to go then?
So did OJ do it?
Nah.
Because I don't think he did.
Nah.
Personally, that's just my opinion.
We got Cain and Abel, the mafia. I mean, don't go to images.
I know it actually.
The Carr brothers.
What did the Carr brothers do?
Wichita, Kansas brothers. Reginald, that's a funny name always. Jonathan went on a 6-day crime killing spree that terrorized the community, and later to lead criticism of their media's alleged double standards when covering race-related murders. So what color was they? Wow. So when the brothers robbed at 23, baseball coach, I don't see a picture of them either. I'm trying to find if they showed a picture because they said something about it says and the later led the criticism of the media's alleged double standards when covering race-related murders.
Wow.
Which would lead me to believe these brothers ain't white.
Yeah, we got to get to the bottom of this. I had the whole thing put up and my thing died. But check this out, man. When we get back, more Facts. God.
They killed a brother. There's a whole thing going on about would you do that to your brother? Now, I don't like my brother. That's clear and that's noticed. And we all know. But could I kill my brother? See, I had to think about that one for a second. But probably not. But I will say, the way my brother gonna live, me not being killed, is to have my mama there. Because my mama's gonna be that man's shield. I will never kill my brother in front of my mom. No matter what he's done to me, my mother cannot get in the way of our beef. So I don't let that one rock.
It's all just to kill somebody. I don't have that type of focus. I don't have that type of anger. I don't have that type of gas money. Gas is $5 in California. It's going to take 2 Phillips to get out of California because of the traffic. Traffic, I wouldn't drive from Pasadena to Moreno Valley to slap somebody for free because it's going to take me too long to get there. This man was on a mission. He carried it out, and then he was killed by the police.
That don't mean that nigga ain't shit. I mean, that don't mean that he ain't. That don't mean he ain't shit or cannot not be shit. Or what I'm saying is, just because it's your brother don't mean it's your brother. So when you're a blood brother, no matter how you feel about the person that happens to be your brother, you are still brothers. When it's just a friend that you consider a brother, oh man, you fucking man, this nigga been flirting with my wife, man. This nigga stole $22 from me.
$22.
3 times in the last 31 years. I needed a ride 28 years ago. He wouldn't let me. He didn't want to give me a ride. Fuck that nigga. Like when it's petty stuff that's done by a friend that you consider a brother, you could just walk away. But when it's your brother, you got to kill him. If your brother crosses you, you got to kill him because he knows what you're like. He knows what not to do. When somebody who knows you disrespects you, that's a different level. You know? I think. Hey, what else we got?
Is it?
Hey, man. SOS, stand up on the spot. This is where we just freestyle about topics. God, God, God.